Welcome back to the Gemini channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Gemini. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Always interpret the message as it best resonates. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading, so I do look at everything, but we take time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play it as karmic themes. This will allow you to understand why you're attracting the person that you're attracting, why your person's doing what they're doing, which is really important when a person uh, has a lot of wounds. They create a lot of illusions, wear a lot of masks, and we don't understand why they're doing what they're doing or why we're even attracting that type of person into our life. What's the whole point, especially if the connection doesn't wind up manifesting into anything positive? So again, if you keep or someone that keeps living the same types of experiences that keep you stuck in a place of, limitation, fear, victimization, betrayal, any lower consciousness, you definitely want to tune into my channels, because in order to break a karmic cycle, you have to have awareness, and then you also have to integrate the spiritual lesson and then transmute the negative energy. Otherwise, you will keep on attracting the same types of people, and the same types of karmic themes will play out, just with different faces. So it will always feel like I always attract people that are avoidant. I always attract people that are emotionally not intelligent. I never get emotionally what I need. I never have equal give and take reciprocity. That would again mean that you're stuck in a karmic loop. The karmic loop is just the same exact situation with different faces that play out, that really create that core belief where you're like, no, this is really what happens. So, like I said, healing is possible, but it takes work. It first takes awareness, and then we have to understand what we do with that negative energy. We can't just get rid of negative energy. We actually have to transmute it, and we transmute it into something positive. We are all alchemists of our own life. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first part that I pull out, and it's the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. It's what influences people's actions. All right, let's see. And that word of the video is greedy. Greedy. So you're going to write that word in your comment bar, and you'll also have to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You'll know if I chose you, if I wrote the word winner underneath your comment, then you'll just go to the description box, reach out to me through email, and tell me the days and times that work for you. And I will send you back a YouTube link. All videos are done live. All giveaway readings are done live. And the reason why is because I believe in spiritual law. What's best for everyone. So again, you get the free reading, I get to expose the channel, and whoever collectively resonates with the reading will benefit from it. Not all readings are live, but all giveaway readings are live. Just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so the word again is greedy, and if you forget the word, it will be in the description box, along with all other important information, including my shadow healing coaching program, which we are going to open the doors back up soon. So if you want to be notified, definitely fill out that link, and we will get in contact with you as one of the first people. And that's important because I really take a limited view every time I do coaching, because the coaching is individualized. And it's not just inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to help you heal the effects of trauma. I help with opening up your psychic abilities, finding your gifts, your soul's purpose, and life coaching to help you as you are trying to, again, find your soul's path, create your soul's path. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there. It's a really all-inclusive coaching program. Again, be in the description box along with this word greedy if you happen to forget it, because again, I'm telling you the word in the beginning of the video. All right, so greedy. I feel like you're connected to somebody that was connected to somebody else that used the fact that they know that before they love anyone, the only thing that this person really loves is their money. And so they're greedy. And not just their money, but they like to be seen as someone important. They like to be seen as someone of of high character. This person has a very big ego, and they, again, really want to create the illusion that they're someone important, someone that's a strong fixture within their community, but someone that also has a lot of money, someone that has power. So I feel like, again, they're connected to a karmic that knows this about them, and that karmic is holding them up. And they don't really understand why that this person like is just won't give up already. I feel like this karmic is trying to keep the person that's connected to you stuck. And they're like, I don't understand because I know the only thing that you really care about is money, is fame, is fortune, is the spotlight. Is you don't have committed relationships. It's not what you do. I've been with you for a million years. This is the karmic. But and your person was greedy. So they used the fact that, hey, we're gonna get this opportunity, but in order for us to get this opportunity, you need to like stay here. You can't go off on your own. And I feel like this karmic and your person that actually, believe it or not, are divorced or like on their way to getting a divorce, but this karmic doesn't want that to happen. So it's again, they use greedy. Now let's see how your person actually feels. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's see what the karmic did to prevent your person from moving forward. Block them. Only it's not just money at this point because now your person's stuck. It's fear of death. So again, I feel like well, first what they did was they created so much anxiety, so much turmoil, where I feel like your person didn't, they got lured in by saying, well, if you stay together, we're going to get this opportunity. And you actually get a lot more money. So I feel like your person and this karmic own something together and and for whatever reason, I don't know why I just felt, and this is for a limited few, but they own like a ranch. They own like a farm. They own something that has animals on it. And so it's like they're going to get some sort of publicity, maybe put in a magazine or again, they're going to get some big opportunity. For some, it's a business. It's like, well, we're going to get exposure. We're going to get a lot of exposure. We're going to get this big account. So you can't divorce. You can't leave. You can't, because if they leave, they actually break up the business or the ranch or whatever it is that they own as equity that is going to bring them some opportunity. But I don't believe that that was true. I believe that the karmic lured them in by knowing that this person is greedy and then keeping them stuck, actually draining their money to the point that it created so much turmoil, so much stress within the person that's connected to you that they actually started to get heart problems, actually winding up in the hospital, winding up whether it was heart or again some sort of health, like a major panic attack where it felt like a heart attack. So it's like almost like your person is a fear of like leaving because again, it's like with the money situation being drained, what are they going to do? And also like what else is this karmic going to do? So again, that their health is actually being compromised by living in this type of environment right now. And person's afraid of dying. They're literally afraid of dying, where the karmic knows this. Karmic's like, oh, and do you have anxiety about having a heart attack? For some, they've already had a heart attack. Some of you, your person has already had a heart attack. So it's like the karmic is like, oh, are you afraid of that? Well, let me create more anxiety. Almost like, if I can't have you, no one will. I don't care if you drop dead right here. I don't want you breaking up whatever it is that we have that we built together. You are not walking away and giving anything to anyone else. This is what this karmic is like. And your person is like terrified because they're like, this person's going to kill me. This person doesn't care. And I feel like for a long time they got along. Like your person's is normally a very overachiever. They work a lot. So I feel like they're the person that makes everything run. They're the person that makes everything go. And this is why, the karmic is like, you are not leaving because they can't replace your person. Your person doesn't want to really do that anymore. They don't want to be attached to that karmic anymore. But again, this karmic has ruined your person's self-image. And they ruined their self-image because, again, I feel like they ran around and they told everybody that, your person was cheating, even if they weren't cheating yet. It was like that they were cheating, that they're not happy, that they're going to ruin everybody's investment because, again, they own a business or something major, and they have people that have invested into their company, and it's like they're running around to all these people telling those people, don't, like, this person is going to leave. They're going to ruin your investment. You're not going to have money coming in anymore because your person wants to leave them. That's what the karmic is going around telling everyone. So again, they're doing it by bad mouthing your person, by belittling your person, by making other people really angry with your person, which is again creating a lot more stress on your person because they're like, wait a minute. I thought that you people were my friends, first of all, and not just investors. And I've always been seen as someone that's important within my community. I'm always seen as somebody that's an overachiever, someone like, look what I've created. But the karmic is like, you're not leaving me. I don't care. You want to leave me? It's like, but I'm not going to let you leave me. I'm going to ruin you. You're either going to die or I'm going to ruin your self-image to the point that everyone pulls out their investments, or you're going to become subservient to what we want. It's again where this is what the karmic is actually doing. Because they're afraid they're going to lose their money. And they're also in connection with this person for a long time, and they help them build whatever they built, and person doesn't have those emotional feelings. I'm kind of feeling like, for whatever reason, that this karmic used to pretend to be their friend, and your person confided in them, saying, like, I have feelings for someone. And this made this karmic so jealous, again, and intimidated by, again, you, like you're a major threat because it's like, my person, that this is the karmic, my person, they consider your person their person, doesn't walk away from money. And the fact that they're talking about you, and they're actually like, no matter what they do, to the point that they ruin their self-image, made a mockery out of your person, like, is nothing is stopping them. If anything, I feel like the karmic is pushing your person right into your arms because your person did not see the karmic as being like this. They never saw this person being like this. What they see is that the karmic does not care about them whatsoever. They only care about the money. And so now it's like the karmic is so intimidated because they're like, okay, well, now I get what I kept you stuck. but I don't really feel like you want to be here. You're not just caving back to the old you, where they used to be able to push your person to becoming subservient. That's not what's happening. They were hoping to intimidate your person into like staying, into just becoming subservient, into just keeping things the way that they are, which is you'll be with me, keep feeding me, keep on keeping this establishment running. And if you want to have a fling here and there, go ahead and have a fling here or there. Problem is that you don't want to have a fling. And your person knows this, and they're like, I don't really want to do that either, because I actually feel like this is my person, which is making that karmic so intimidated and so flipped out because they've done everything, including ruin your person's like self-image, where really it's like they've held on to a lot of resentment for a long time. They haven't forgiven. They need to forgive, but they haven't. This has been like a really toxic connection for a really long time, like where it looks like a marriage from the outside. It looks good from the outside, but inside there's no love. It's almost run like a business where yes, the karmic would act nice, but they were paying themselves. They were like living the high on the hog, had all this money. So again, and was able to hide behind the money, where it's like who are they going to be once your person actually leaves and that money isn't going to keep rolling in? So they've gotten bitter and more bitter and more bitter because it's like I feel like the karmic wanted a relationship, but that relationship is been over for a really long time. There's been held on to a lot of bitterness, and what happens is over time, if we don't forgive, it doesn't get better. It actually gets worse. So the karmic was like actually pretending to be someone that they weren't for a long time. Where again, your person now, it's like, well, I can't have you, but I'm going to keep you stuck. And I'm going to keep you stuck in a place of lack where I own you. I talked to a lot of the investors or a lot of the people that were going to give us this opportunity. They don't want to do anything with you. Now, a lot of people want to pull out of their investment. And if you want to be okay, I'll help you out. But you got to stay here. The agreement is I'll help you, but you're gonna be relying on me for money. So of course your person can't come towards you because it's like, yeah, well, they can have a fling here and there. However, they have no money. So what I feel like happened is then your person was like, well, I can't come towards you, then I'm gonna live by a lower energy where they just decided to have flings with everybody. So they've been in separation from you because they don't want to come to you with no money, but they're not going to be with the karmic either. So what they decided is, well, I'm going to have fling after fling after fling after fling, which this is really pissing off the karmic because the karmic thought that they were going to take your place. That's what they thought. And they can't. So your person's actually like wasting time. And they're wasting time because they're like, okay, well, can't walk away. And I'm like, you have my money. And it's like, I have to pay these people off now. And it's like, I'm bound to this situation. So I'm going to live the double life. So this is again, making this karmic really pissed off. But your person knows that. They actually want them to walk away from them. Figure, well, I'm still not going to give you what you want because now I'm on to you. You can't manipulate me the way that you used to manipulate me because you just showed me exactly who you are. So that's why this karmic is pissed off. And so again, they wind up like they're drinking, they're running around with a lot of different people. They're escaping from this situation. That's what they're doing. It's like, well, you're going to make me be here, but I'll be here, but I really won't mentally and emotionally be here. I'm not going to give you anything. So again, this is making the karmic so mad because they're like, why won't you just let that person go? there's no, and they're trying to make it like, well, now you fucked up with that person because you didn't go back to that person. So they're trying to like gaslight your person. They're trying to make them feel like that you wouldn't want to be with them now because it's like they've been away from you. They haven't contacted you. They don't have anything. So they're actually laughing at your person, which is making your person like really like become more and more like angry. So they're like, well, I'm not going to give you anything. I'm still holding back. And the karmic is getting more and more angry because they're like, why won't you just give in? So it's like oh, the only power that this karmic has is to keep them staying stuck. That's it. That's what they want. And that's what your person is actually starting to like get paralyzed, where they're like, I've like when I say paralyzed, they're stuck in that freeze where you're stuck in frozen and you feel paralyzed and they can't make a move because they don't trust this karmic. This karmic is crazy. So it's like they're like, oh my God, how long is it going to be? They figured by now the karmic would have given up, but the karmic knows as soon as they give up, they're going to run to you. They may not know who you are, but they know they're going to run to somebody and they're pissed off. They don't want that to happen. They don't want you to win. They like put themselves in some weird competition. So both your person and this karmic are like not moving, and your person knows that the karmic is watching them. So they're like, well, I'm going to get drunk every day. I'm going to be wasted every day. I'm going to be lazy. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to hold back all my emotion from you. And you're going to know that you're keeping me here as a prisoner. And this is making the karmic mad because it's like that's the only weapon that they have is to keep your person stuck, but they're emotionally still not getting anything. There's still the threat that as soon as your person has freedom, they're going to run to you. Yeah, but so they try to confuse your person by gaslighting them and saying, well, you shouldn't have left that person after they talk bad about you, after they talk bad about your person to everyone. They've tried everything. They've tried manipulating everything. But in that, your person is seeing exactly who they are crystal clear. And they're like, I thought you were my friend. I thought we've been co-creating for a long time. You want me dead, or you want my money. Either I have to stay with you or you want me. You don't care. Like your person's actually like terrified of this karmic because they're seeing them and they're actually saying, you're trying to confuse me. You're trying to gaslight me, emotionally manipulate me, cut me down in order to keep me stuck. So this is like there's a lot of drama. So this is why your person isn't coming towards you. But let's look and see how they feel about you in this whole situation. When I let myself go deeper into thought of you, I can feel my heart opening. It's again, they're holding on to you. Expand your concept of what a twin flame is. It's more than a romance, it's a deep soul activation to heal in order to embody love and light. So this person has been living with a karmic that they didn't realize was a karmic. They thought that this was a soulmate. That's what the karmic had like made it. Like, yeah, it's normal that we have these really toxic fights. It's really normal that this is who we are. This is just, it's again, we have a lot of passion for each other, where your person's like, no, I can tell the difference. I have this twin flame. They might not know that it's a twin flame, but they're like, no, if anyone's a soulmate, you're their soulmate, Gemini. They're like, you're my soulmate. You're not. Like this karmic is not. And so the karmic is so mad and beside themselves. So they keep on doing things. But in that, they're really exposing who they are, where your person's opening up their eyes and understand it would have to be that you are their twin flame because again that trumps a karmic mate, that trumps just a regular soul's mate, it trumps every single relationship. So it's like this person can't help how they feel about you, which is driving this person crazy. Like this person has strayed before. It's not like they haven't, but the karmic has never been afraid. They are terrified. And in the fact that they're terrified, they're, like I said, exposing themselves. As you surrender your 3D expectations, I surrender to our 5D connection. So again, this twin flame connection to them is something that they've never experienced before. And that's why this karmic is like, who the fuck are you now? Why all of a sudden? And it's because they've never had this type of connection. So they are feeling like they have lack. They don't know what they can offer you. They can't, and they're like, well, I hope that you don't have big expectations of what I can do for you. Because this person, again, has been with a karmic that the karmic is like, just feed me money, just give me money, buy me presents, buy me this, buy me that, buy me the other thing, where they're like, I'm not going to be able to do that, all of that. So if you have expectations of that, it's like that scares them. However, they're like, if you surrender to that, then I'll be more open to our spiritual connection, our twin flame connection, because there is passion, there is love, there is, but it's again, they've been around a karmic that has kept them insecure. So part of them, like losing their money and having to ask for money, has completely degraded and I feel like it's a man, demasculated this person. Um, even if it's not a man, has like completely taken away this person's power. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people. I'm creating a plan to leave him or her. So it's like they're like, I know exactly who this person is. It's like I didn't know who this person was. I am planning on leaving. It's like, but this person is like trying to figure things out because they're in a shit show with this karmic right now. That's what we see going on right now. It's like they're planning on leaving. They want to be in a connection with you. It's like that's really what it is. They're gonna like take a chance. They're gonna again take a chance where they because they don't know whether or not you're still going to have feelings for them, but all they know is that they don't want to be attached to that karmic and they need to come to that realization by themselves so that the karmic would be finally over, because I feel like this karmic has been able to manipulate your person for a really long time. So it's not like your person hasn't strayed before, it's just you know they always became subservient to the karmic. So the karmic was like, we're soulmates. This is just what happens. Where it's like, no, it's not. You're trying to keep this person in a trauma bond and they don't want to be with you. So at this point, it's good that they actually went through all of this so that they can't get lured back. And they see again, look, humanity, communication. So you're going to hear communication, but this person, again, you're going to move them into a place like where it's very unselfish, right? But I feel like, again, this humanitarian work here, it's again of learning to be selfless, of being helpful, of being ethical, where the twin flame connection is all about, transmuting those negative wounds. It's all about evolving into the higher state of consciousness. And the higher state of consciousness is moving from a place of fear and victimization and being subservient and being oppressed, which is what this karmic has done, to moving into a place of selflessness, of unconditional love. So understand, it's not just you that represents unconditional love for this person, but it's the work that you and this person will do. So whatever it is that you're doing, you do something that helps people, where this person can feels like they can help you. Because again, they are a business person. That's why the karmic doesn't want to let them go. So they're like seeing how they can like help you, how your energies complement each other, how again it moves this person into like a place of unconditional love. really, where with that karmic, it's like they're like, okay, this karmic is all about betrayal. They're twisted. It's toxic situation. It's a bad situation. So they can see clearly, like this is a soulmate. And I can tell because again of the fact that you're not chasing after me, you're not doing it's like you're creating. You don't need me to find your happiness. You don't need me to find your success. It's like, would the success be better with me? Yes, this is what the car that your person thinks. It's like because that's my strength. But you do my okay on your own. You don't need me. This karmic needs them. And because they need them, it's a codependent relationship that keeps your person bound to like these lower consciousness. And when your person tries to get away, they again showed exactly who they are. So it's major betrayal because they've been in a connection with this person for a long time. But your person, I don't really believe ever really loved them. Like they loved them, but it was based on passion. And when the relationship is all about passion, and after a while, it doesn't last. Like your relationship with this person is built on unconditional love. And it's not because you even know this person as well as the karmic does. It's just an intuitive thing where your person has never experienced it before. And so again, this is why this karmic is like, no, I'm that person. No, I'm that person. And they're getting so like angry. Yeah, like they're gonna reclaim their power. They're reclaiming their power. They are not going to stay with this karmic. So we have to say, well, what are you going to do about it? You're going to celebrate. You're going to celebrate. There's again, I feel like there's going to be like a ceremony that maybe you're going to be at. And I feel like this person is going to show. I feel like that they're going to celebrate, that you're going to, um, it's an exciting time. It's like this person wants to do this. It's a new beginning. That's what you feel. It's like because there is unconditional love and you understand exactly what happened with this person, that they didn't really want to stay away from you. What happened is that karmic did it, but I actually feel like it benefited you because the person might have gone into this relationship before not ready, and it would have been built on passion because there is a lot of passion there, but the karmic had a big hold on them, kept them stuck for a long time and had a lot of power. So if they would have came towards you, they might not have been as strong. But now it's like, well, I have nothing to lose. You've ruined my business or whatever it is. Investors have been pulling out. I'm the only one that's holding it together. I don't really want to do this. And I don't want to be stuck with you because you're toxic. I see exactly who you are. So, it's almost like they meant to burn down the bathroom, but they didn't mean to burn down the entire mansion. It's like that Lisa looked when she took her boyfriend's sneakers and she put them in the bathtub and thought that she would just burn the sneakers and like maybe ruin the bathtub a little bit, where no, it wound up burning down the entire mansion. And that's what happened. Like the karmic got so angry and has tried to be so manipulative that it woke your person up to believing that, oh, wait a minute, this person is not as sweet and as innocent and does not have my best interest at hand. So first card out is space. For you, these are your inner child wounds, but understand the shadows don't just hold wounds, they also hold our gifts. And again, just undeveloped parts of ourself, because again, there was a shadow. Imagination, that's two. Optimism, three. Well, so far we see that this person brought out a lot of gifts. Overwhelmed, disassociated, anchor. All right. So you had childhood trauma where there wasn't any you didn't feel safe. Because whenever we see disassociation, that's what that means. It's that emotionally you didn't feel safe. There wasn't, that support there. There wasn't that love. There wasn't, and I say that because anchor means that. So when a child is overwhelmed for too long, they become disassociated because it's almost like they get burnt out, right? Too much thought, too much emotion creates so much overstimulation that it kept you in a place of like frozen. And so, but you believe it or not, you still get gifts from that. And the gifts that you got was imagination because it put you into the imaginative realm. Like again, so you can have a very strong imagination so you can manifest really easily. Because the child that survives thrives because, again, they survive from the turmoil of not feeling safe. And that could be for some of you, I'm feeling it wasn't just emotional abuse. I feel like it was physical abuse, that you lived with someone that was very unstable and they took out their rage and their anger out on you is because they needed healing. So every little thing was a trigger. And that again, and they projected a lot and they deflected a lot. And so all their wounds they projected onto you, which made you feel not safe and it pushed you into yourself. So again, into your imagination. But when you're in that space, you're literally not thinking about anything. It's that your mind is just a clear canvas, just nothing. But that's when we can imagine. It's not like you even took on this person's behaviorisms or habits, or really it was the fact that you didn't feel safe. So you didn't feel safe enough to go out and create yourself. You weren't supported. However, you were always optimistic in like who you are. And I feel like that's because again, you were a sensitive child and sensitive child that was overstimulated by a very toxic parent. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So the gifts that you formed in childhood, you're actually utilizing now where you're manifesting, you're utilizing that space. So it's easy for you because of disassociation, believe it or not, which means when you're disassociated, it's like you're detached from yourself. So you don't really have one emotion about it or the other. If anything, you don't have feeling when you disassociate. That's the thing. And it keeps you in a place of imagination. So how do you manifest? You manifest not just through the thoughts that you think and the emotions that you have, but the fact that you don't have an emotion like one way or the other about it, that you're least resistance. So it's like that you're just like, whatever happens, happens. And that in fact that you're actually winding up creating. It's easy for you to manifest because you're taking those wounds and you're transmuting them yourself, and you're transmuting them into purpose by creating within this space. So you actually had to integrate grounding for yourself. And because again, you didn't have the grounding, you didn't have the support, but what you're seeing is that God and the universe actually supports you. And that God is actually your father more than your father is your father, because your father is a family that you're born into teaches you your karmic lessons. So it didn't mean that your father didn't love you. They did the best that they could do with the traumas that they had and the lack of healing that was exposed to them. So again, you wound up creating yourself and seeing that just because you grew up in a family like that, it doesn't mean that you had to repeat the karmic things. It meant that you had to really ground yourself and use your imagination to again channel what it is that you wanted to create, and that you're actually doing that. And so that's why your person is sitting over there and they're watching you, and they're watching you, like I said, create yourself. Now, what I found funny is this card here, which is all about forgiveness. I feel like both you and your person need to heal. Again, forgiveness, when you have two people that grew up in an environment, and we know if your person wound up in a trauma bond connection like this, like where the person doesn't care if they die or not, well, that they were raised in an environment that victimized them, that didn't make them feel safe. And if you again have this trauma where you didn't have the support, and you again also have major trauma of disassociation, forgiveness would be almost impossible, because again, there would be like logical and analytical reasons of why that happened. It's like they did that because they wanted to. They did that because they didn't love me. They did that because of this is what the logical, analytical brain is going to come up with. So both parties seem to be stuck in a place of, in lower energy because they have a hard time of forgiveness. Now, by you creating yourself and actually by becoming more grounding, you are creating yourself. You're grounding those higher spiritual energies, and you're transmuting that negative energy. You are starting to become yourself, where, like I said, this person sees how they can help you. They see what you're doing. They want to be a part of what you're doing. They feel connected, but they don't really understand why. And it's because the spiritual attributes they need for them to be able to transmute the negative energy that they were brought up in. And not to mention, again, to transmute all this other negative energy that this karmic has given. Because what happens is that, your person, I feel like it keeps going into relationships where they create cycles of the same exact experience, where they wind up with someone extremely toxic due to, again, the way that they were raised. They still have those wounds. They haven't integrated the spiritual lessons, so they don't really know who they are. And because they don't, they are very easily manipulated. So this is a twin flame relationship to help you both transmute those wounds so that you both can forgive. Again, now forgiveness is going to be we have to forgive as best as we can, but we can really transmute that negative energy by embodying a new consciousness of humanitarianism, of being really like selfless and giving, to open up our heart that way. And then what happens is we might be able to manifest. And that manifestation allows us to see ourselves differently. And with the twin flame connection, you learn to move into those higher levels of consciousness. So I believe that both parties are ready to actually transmute those negative energies in the divine time. However, it doesn't mean that they're fully like transmuted. So again, it doesn't mean that you both can't still be triggered by those wounds. It's just there's such an intense love and so much passion that the fire from this connection is what allows you to transmute, both of you to transmute that negative energy and move into a place of forgiveness. So again, I do believe that even though this person was stuck up by the karmic, again, I believe that the karmic actually did you a favor. So we're going to pull one more card to just see what's the final message from spirit. Being that this is a twin flame and this person is coming back and you will be happy, and it's about creating. What is the final message? The final message is believe. I believe in myself and the beauty of life and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. So remember, you are the universe in physical form. Every single person is the universe in physical form because we hold that energy inside of us, and that energy is unconditional love. So again, the belief when you grow up in an environment like this is that you're not lovable. And so where spirit is saying it's like you are lovable. And again, you needed to believe in yourself. And the grounding is actually helping you do this. But you have to believe that the Almighty supports you, that the universe supports you, that you can have everything that you want to the point that the universe actually brings you and this person a twin flame because both on some parties, both both parties believe that they're unlovable because of the environment. And there are blocks there that need to be transmuted that they wouldn't be able to transmute by themselves, is what Spirit is saying. And that the only requirement that both of you will need to have is belief after divine time. After divine time, where the universe brings you both together, you're just required to believe in yourself and to, again, continue to work on yourself and to know that the divine supports the connection, the divine supports you to be able to create your own heaven on earth, that you can have that. Where I feel like that's what this twin flame connection is about. On a spiritual level, it's about learning how to forgive by seeing yourself differently, by both of you seeing a different outcome where you can actually have love. Where this person we keep seeing they're always in this karmic connection, which again, that's very terrifying what they're going through. So they're actually trying to heal themselves now, but part of the healing process is for them to get the hell out of there. And they're trying to figure it out. But when they come to you, I feel like they're not going to have much money. So again, they'll be more than willing to help you on your path because, again, the twin flame is definitely bringing other energies to you that they're your opposite. So again, things that you're wounded in, which is possibly making money, which is possibly creating more support and foundation within your business because you are the visionary. You are the imaginative one. You are the creative genius. And this person would be your anchor, more of your anchor. I'm going to leave that there, Gemini. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.